Now let's talk a little bit about how to manage your lessons within the course system of MarketerLIVE. While we did touch on lessons at first with the creation of a course, there's a way to access them differently so that you have administrative power. We'll go to Courses here under Learning System and click Lessons. Here you see all the lessons, and you can organize them based on whatever you need. You can actually edit them in batches, you can move them all to the trash, regenerate the thumbnails, look at them based on the dates that they were published, or even how they're scoring on SEO. So I love that feature. We can throw these in the trash, you can pull them out of the trash if you need to, and then you can also search all of your lessons. So really just a basic access point for your lesson administration, and you can always just add a lesson here with this button as well as through the courses. But another thing that we should really touch on, which I think is a great feature, is the quizzes. So quizzes are a little funny, but there's a reason for this, and it's because the quiz questions themselves are going to be able to be spread over a number of quizzes if you so choose. So first thing you're going to do is go to quiz questions. And this is when it pays to be a little bit organized. And let's add a question. So we're going to call this question A. And then if there was a longer word problem or had a question, for example, what is the answer to question A? But then scroll to the bottom, and here we go with question options. This is going to be answer A, and that is the correct answer. And you can even explain why that's the correct answer. But let's add another option, and then we're going to call this incorrect answer A. So now that we have those, we're going to update, and our question is complete. Let's add another question. So just for the sake of example, we're going to call this question B and question B again. Down below, add a new option, correct answer, and that is question B, answer B. Publish, and we're done. Obviously you can add media, you can even have pictures or tables, whatever you would like. But now let's go into the quizzes themselves. Let's add a quiz. And we're going to call this example quiz and a description of the example quiz. How many attempts are we going to allow? I think 3. And they need to get at least an 80% within 60 minutes. If you were in a classroom setting that was live, but using your online course, you might want to randomize the answers so that people can't look at each other's screens if they're sitting next to each other. And then you might want to display to your user the last quiz results. So if you want them to see the correct answer, then you can enable this. If you'd like to show a description on the wrong answer or the right answer, you can also do this. This is something to think about if you want to have them only have one attempt or multiple attempts. So if we want to add a new question, we're going to go into question A. And then we're going to add another question, question B. So this is why it's really nice to just have everything organized here on the side. You can just actually copy and paste this into the search bar, and it'll pop up easy peasy. So here we are. I think this quiz looks great. Let's publish it. So now that we've updated, if you wanted to view the quiz, just click right here.